What's up, y'all? Well, today we're going to try to do something with this barn. Well, it was a carport that got hit by a tornado, and I've kind of pieced it back together, and we're going to try to get it straightened out. I'm kind of bent it up when I moved it, but I'll show you what we need to do. First of all, this right here, the well didn't break, but the metal broke, and that's that post there, and it's for this rafter here. And we also got it bent, or I did, when we moved it. If you look down through there, you can see, I hope, that it's all bent up. But I got a chain on it, and I got that anchored, and I got it where it's bent is all anchored. I'm gonna try to get it moved over here. Y'all bear with me. I'm not really the camera person around here, so we'll try to get it straightened out. This thing is kind of a wreck. It went through a tornado, and it tore it all up. I mean, it broke the bottom rails. I had to weld them, bend them back. You can see that one rafter. That's as crooked as a politician right there. But we're going to try to get it straightened out. Then I've got some tin to put on it, and we're going to close it in and try to make a barn out of it. But let's see what happens. I'm going to set this over here. Hopefully y'all can see what's going on here. Hey everybody, I'm back again. This thing's turned out to be a little more challenging than I hoped for, but I had to get the backhoe in here and try to straighten it, but there's not really a lot of room for that big old backhoe, so I'm gonna try some other stuff. We got it bending over here one way. Well, actually they both bend the same way, but getting something to hold it is where the problem is. It's bent right here. You can kind of see that it's bowed out. Maybe if I walk down here and look down it, you can see it kind of bows that way. And this one does exactly, that one bows out and this one bows in. When I originally put this back together after the tornado, the bottom rail that you see there, it was in multiple pieces and bent, but I was able to straighten it, but I didn't have the uprights and the rafters on it then, so it was a lot easier. Now these rafters are fighting me, but I'm gonna try and wrap a chain around that big old rock. We got some big rocks out here. I dug this one up actually from right over there, these 3 rocks here. So I'm gonna try to wrap a chain around them and use the ratchet straps. I would really love to be using a come along instead, but my come along bit the dust, and so you got to work with what you got, I guess. But I'm gonna get the camera set up over here and see what we can figure out about moving this around. I'm not gonna worry about these rafters till I get this all straightened at the bottom and to get the actual frame here all squared up. So anyway, I'll be right back. I'll get the camera set up. Well, you can see it worked. I got it moved over pretty straight. I still got to move the other side. But now on this side, I've got to figure out how to, I guess I can hook this to the rock and pull it that way and try to hold that one. We'll see. I'll try it. it's all straight now. The only part that's not straight is down at the end. And I think I'm gonna have to wait till I get some metal, because this is all broke. So if I get some metal and pull that straight and weld the metal on for extra strength, it'll stay. This over here, it's pretty straight. It's a whole lot straighter than it was. A lot of it is because I have tension on the end down there pulling it over, but I think that once I start welding this up and start putting supports in, I can get it exactly where it needs to be, and then it'll all stay. But next I've got to weld the little piece back on here. Of course, it's laying way over here where it came off when I moved it. I moved the barn from over there in front of the tractor, but there's a lot of rocks out here and it would get hung up on the rocks, and I would try to get out and pop it off, but sometimes that's a problem with using that backhoe. Sometimes it's just more than you need. I probably should have used the four-wheeler to move it, but that's gonna go back in there. You can see it didn't break the weld, it broke the metal. But I don't think that's gonna be an issue. It was a lot worse than this when I first got it. It belonged to my dad, and they went through a tornado down in Texas, and it absolutely twisted and broke this thing. It took me a whole day just to figure out how to put the bottom pieces back in line to make sure they fit to where it was even all the way around. But we'll get it. It's just gonna take a little time. But I'm not gonna weld because it looks like it's gonna rain. It's been raining off and on today, and I'm not a big fan of welding in the rain. I've been there, done that, not much fun. So anyway, this is just working with what you got. But I'm gonna end it there, and we'll pick up again probably maybe tomorrow, maybe this afternoon, it just depends. But y'all like and subscribe and share it. It's free. Thanks for watching.